This episode of Keeping Tabs is sponsored by Dootloot, your go-to vendor for non-English foils, signed and altered cards, reserve list staples, judge promos, and secret layers. Dootloot has cards for every budget, starting at just $5. It's a simple, no-nonsense card feed updated weekly, with monthly giveaways and free tokens in every order. Join the over 6,000 members on Discord and follow on Instagram at DootlootIG.
Welcome to Critical EDH, where we do not think, therefore we do not am.
Nice.
Greeny for that one, which people have now started doing her name with green and asterisks in general.
Yeah.
How funny.
Dude, I'll tell you straight up, I've enjoyed general chat since she's joined our Discord channel. For some reason, like I'm not trying to blame it on Greeny at all, but there's some correlation that happened.
Yep. Yeah. We don't have the charts and requisite studies to call it causation, but it's pretty fucking close. Yeah, it's been awesome. I love like waking up in the morning and going to general and seeing what tomfoolery has already started.
Yeah, it's nonsense. I love it. I absolutely love it. But yeah, shout out.
Yeah, we don't look. I mean, you guys had a super busy weekend. I only played Friday night, but like locally, we had a busy weekend.
Yeah.
Busy weekend for the format in general, I feel like. Like, we've got a lot of really good stuff to cover this week.
Yeah, Tabernacle doing a 7-round event in one day is bananas.
Shit's crazy, bro. I think it ended like super late, right?
Yeah. Oh, so when we were talking about before the episode started, I watched the semifinals thinking it was the finals, and I was like, there's no way there's more games after this. Yep, there was a final after it.
Okay, that makes more sense that you saw
that. Yeah, absolutely.
So, we have a really full episode. Sorry as I chew my pizza. But before we get into any of that, we do have a bunch of stuff to talk about. So I'm going to pull up some tabs, and I'm going to let Austin tell you about it so I can finish chewing.
So this is the Stock Up, the charity cEDH event. This is going to be run in a card show, like in the middle of the card show. I'm sure they just like have some tables set up for us. But it's being hosted by Everyone is Mad at Magic, which are two locals of ours. 2, maybe 3. I think they might have added a third person. I'm not sure.
Question mark? Yeah, I am doing an episode with them tomorrow night. And there were more than 2 people in the group chat, but I don't remember how many, and I'm assuming that is the total number.
But yeah, I'm super stoked. All the proceeds are going to charity and pricing, so super stoked. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, and we don't get like a ton of like full-on card shows here, I don't feel like. So it'll be fun to get to like see, for anyone who also collects like Pokemon or One Piece or any of the other like big games, there'll be some cool stuff around for sure.
I'm assuming Kevin's just gonna go wild at this place.
Bro, I was talking to Kevin on I think Friday night, and I was like, man, I can't believe I didn't buy a Judge Cradle before all of this pre-modern stuff happened, because they've literally tripled.
Yep.
And he's like, I'm gonna have a play set at the 10K, so if you want to scrounge together X amount of dollars by June, I'm sure there will be one waiting for you.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, Kevin's going to eat for sure.
He probably knows most of the vendors there. Like, I'm sure he does. Yeah. So I think that's awesome.
You know, we should also do, I don't have a tab open for this. We should probably talk about Sentry at some point.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we'll get to that. But yeah, this is going to be awesome. Come hang out with us. And then this is like also pretty close to the Everyone Has Partner tournament. I don't remember exactly when, but it's close.
I just ordered my deck.
What did you well, maybe you don't want to say yet. I was going to say, did you decide on what you're playing?
I think you know already.
I think so.
It's the Sultai combo.
Okay, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I think that deck is super cool. I don't know if it's going to be any good. I assume it is, but
yeah, we'll find out.
You know, we never know, right? Like the secret tech that Tino and Jason have been brewing, that they've been hinting at, scares the shit out of me.
Yeah,
My thing with like the partner mechanic, like the partner decks, is that like people are just like thinking like, okay, we want to just jam this deck and this deck together, and it's like we're just gonna have the best thing, right? And like I just don't know if that's actually true.
I don't know if it is. I think the best edge is going to be like leaning into the unique synergy that partner creates that like is unavailable in normal partner situations.
Exactly. Like
is where I would go.
what I'm like scared of is like someone having like a fringe commander that like gets played and then they creature tutor for something and you're like, we're gonna lose. Like, I don't know how, but we're definitely losing. Like, you can't creature tutor for one. For some reason, I'm not allowing this.
I think that that's going to happen, and it's going to happen more than once.
Yeah.
When we're like in our little world of the card pool, and we're like, okay, I know beyond almost any shadow of a doubt what like creature tutor for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like any of them get in any given deck. I'm gonna have no fucking clue what any of these are for.
Yeah, exactly. Like a creature tutor in my deck, like good luck. Good luck figuring what it is. Like, have fun, you know? Like we're X equals 2, and people are like, I have no idea what this is.
Yep.
And I'm like, I don't know. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Just let it resolve.
Just let it resolve. I'm not gonna win the game, I promise. I might, but
I did just die. I promise we'll move to the next tab eventually. I just died to Rogthras Green Sunning for 6. And we were all like, what does this get? And we're like, it's 6 mana. It can't be good. But it resolved. And then as they're picking up their deck, I remembered a DM from VT Robo Guy. And he's like, bro, I think this card is the next broken thing for Rogthras. And I'm like, we're so dead. And it like 2 and 2 came together and they slammed a Wake Root Elemental.
What does that even do?
It untaps a land and turns it into a 5/5 creature for 5 green.
Okay.
And so it just slaps your cradle button over and over.
Fun.
Without needing to do the like Aboro land part of it. So if you have a cradle that taps for 6, it's just like infinite without extra steps.
Interesting.
But it's like, I think it's probably good enough, but it is a 6 mana behemoth that you need to find somehow. But,
yeah,
that was a surprising way to die.
That's fun.
But anywho, we'll move on to our next local event. Share this tab instead. We have the Siege 10K, and we just had the Dawn Before the Siege, which you got to play in, and I think we're going to talk about that here in a couple tabs. But this is going to be insane. Like we've talked about it ad nauseum at this point, but I'm so stoked for this.
I'm just excited that we're going to have a large event locally, and when I say locally, I mean a mile and a half away from my apartment. I think it's going to be a blast. I can't wait. It's going to be hosted by us and MTG Basics and our local store, Level 7. Level 7 has been amazing to us, to the point where we like defend them to their lives on Twitter, because like people are like, oh, you're like, it's bad for local stores to not run proxy events, and we're like, Level 7 figured it out, and they are very profitable off us,
dude. Even just like, and it's not just buying like bling. I see people ripping packs every night, like whenever we're playing.
Yeah.
Because their stock is also crazy. Like they still have collector's packs of like random shit, like Ikoria and just all sorts of random stuff that pops up. But yeah, this is going to be sick. We actually just ordered a day bed yesterday, so I probably have room for like 2 or 3 people to stay here. And I know we have people traveling from out of state, so I don't know, maybe there will be lottery tickets or something fun. Who knows?
I think I have someone staying on my couch for the event that is usually local to us, but is not for the event.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited for the event. It's one of the last big ones before Top Deck Invitational points are calculated and are finalized. There will be one after that, which is Fishbowl, I think.
Yep, Fishbowl 7 just got announced, which is probably the last big one or one of the last big ones.
It's got to be super close to being the last one. But yeah, I'm excited for this. Hopefully it gets me over the line for the Invitational, because realistically, dude, I'm going to be teetering on like qualifying and not qualifying for the rest of the season, and it's going to be irritating.
The number of points it's going to require this year is insane, and it's not going to get easier either.
No. Like, it's definitely not going to get easier. Like right now, okay, so I did the math. We're already at the point total of what the points were for the cutoff for last year. Like already we're there,
dude.
And it's like, this is insane, you know?
I think my only goal is basically where you were last year. Like if I could get like top 200, I would be pretty stoked.
I think that was like it was like an achievable goal for me last year, and then like actually make the push this year, right? Like but yeah, I don't know. Enough of that. We'll talk about Top Deck Invitational eventually later.
For sure. And then we talk about our partners for the month. So Duke's Altars are Ducky. I don't know how you say their name.
I think it's Ducky. I'm like 90% sure it's Ducky.
I hope so, but whatever it is, their stuff is crazy. And they do have a TikTok store with like a few things that are already put together.
Yep.
DMs are open, and you can find them in our art channel on Discord, or just DM them on Discord. They're doing some really, really sick altars for us for pricing this month, like actually insane.
Yeah, I do. There might be a photo of them somewhere now.
I think they are in our art channel. Let me see if I can find them, because they are like actually so.
Mm-hmm. I saw the silence and I was like, well, I guess I have to win the league. Yeah. Which means I have to start playing in the league a lot more.
Let's see. Yeah, here's the silence.
Oh, it's so sick, dude. It's so cool.
Bro, it's crazy. They also did this dark writ, which is like almost equally cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. And just like a stand-up, like great person. They did a really, really cool Shorikai altar for Logan, so I'm sure like you guys will see that at some point soon on Twitter or wherever.
They're also a big part of alter.co. Is that what it is?
That doesn't...
Altarist.
Oh, let's see. Altarist. Oh, sick. Wait, I didn't know about this. This is cool.
Yeah. So this is like Altarist, like Magic Altarist can like post their cards up here. Or just like their art up here, and you can just like scroll through them, see stuff that you like, and you can click on them, and it'll bring up whoever the altarist is, and it'll show you their profile and like what they charge for commission and all this other stuff.
Yo, this is sick. For anyone who read Gideon the Ninth, that's really cool. That's funny.
Yeah, so I think it's like a really cool thing. I'm pretty sure Ducky's like heavily involved in this, and I know his stuff's up there too. So,
dude, whoa, that last act is crazy.
Yeah.
I'm on a bunch of wait lists for various altars this year. Most of them probably won't be. Oh my god, this Oppo with the AK is crazy.
Oh, that is so cool.
That's probably going to get us demonetized. I can't show you that. Shit. But yeah, these are sick. Go check it out. And shouts to Ducky for just being like a really stand-up person and altarist. The man, the myth, the legend, the butt of March Madness 2026.
Dude, this is the strongest one seed of all time, bro.
There was never a chance for literally anyone else. Like
I was saying, I was like, the only way is like if LSV posts about it in another meme way. It's the only chance we have for Jason to win, right?
Yeah, dude. But Tim is sponsoring this month. So if you're a paid Patreon member at any tier for Tim at Gold Sabertooth, you can get free entry into the league. And I just got the Rog Thras mat, but also his like Thrasios token package.
Dude, the Rog Thras mat is probably missing so many cards for me, bro.
It probably is. But yeah, he's the man. Go check out his streams. I love just seeing his art process and like watching how the mats come together on Twitch.
Yeah, I agree. Speaking of, and I don't know if there's a tab for this, we are going to be joining him on a stream for the Siege.
I do have that.
Or for one of the Siege playmats, because I think there's 2 of them being made.
I have a tab for that somewhere. Let me just find it, because I know Logan sent that to us right before. But yeah, we're going to do a live stream with Tim for the mats.
Yeah. So he's going to be drawing a mat, and we also have a Denver local that is also drawing a mat that I have been seeing the work on, and it's really, really, really cool.
Oh, Abe's doing it, right?
Yeah, Abe's doing it, and it has it's like a pretty cool looking castle, and like there's like a necro head, like a necro skull, like over a drawbridge. Sick. It's just, it's very cool. It's very cool. It's very like Where's Waldo-y, like the look of it, kind of, but it's dope. Sure. It's really, really cool.
That is next Monday. We'll put a link in the doobly-doo for that one, but because the link is a Discord event, so I can't like open it in the tab.
Yeah.
But yeah, come check that out. I think us, Basics, bunch of people are going to be there. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah.
We continue to have like a really sick landing page without Jax, because we still need to take a picture.
Dude, we're going to need to get a picture soon, because he's leaving.
Oh yeah, he's like doing the whole, I don't know, Flea Society thing for a
Yeah,
while.
yeah.
Yeah. For those of you who know Jax or have seen photos of Jax walking around without shoes, no matter the environment,
True.
that is just the kind of guy he is. And I think he's going to go kind of wander around the world for a while. So we're going to miss having him locally, but we're also super stoked.
Agreed. He said he's going to like keep trying to travel back for events, which I think is awesome.
Dude, and like if he gets to play in events in like different countries, that'd be super sick too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have the pre-made deck list with up-to-date sideboards. We should like, I don't think any of us are really playing, besides Jason playing farm, like still playing the decks that are in here for us.
Yeah, I need to get in touch with Notorious and post the chatter list up here.
Yep. But yeah.
And then maybe my Rock Dress list, we'll see how the Boil goes before I...
Is that we're going to play at Boil?
I do think I'm playing it at the Boil, which is insane, but I do think it's going to be played.
We have a tab open for it because I'm really excited to talk about that deck. So we'll get to that soon. But yeah, Notorious does incredible work. We're super stoked to have a partnership with them. And you don't have to deal with tariffs. They're super high quality and they get to your doorstep in like a week or two. It's awesome.
Yeah, agreed.
We have the March League. We'll take a look at who's doing a good time. Don't look at my standings. That's terrible. Yeah, the standings are hidden.
The standings are hidden right now. Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Forgetting we're doing that.
Yeah, Logan kind of sprung this on us, which I think is cool. Like, I think it's very, very, very fine. Because people were just like kind of jamming until they were safe, essentially.
Yeah.
And now you don't know if you're safe, which I think is really cool.
Yeah.
You'll know like your personal standing, but you don't know like it in comparison to other people, essentially.
Yep.
But yeah.
Which I think is great, honestly. Like it's what we do for the Sprint League, and it's funny. For the Sprint League, people like loved the idea. We got nothing but positive feedback about it. And then for this month, people have been like, "Hey, why can't I see my standings?" If like every day there's a new message about it.
Yeah.
I actually think it's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think at the end of the month, we are planning on potentially showing them again, but like very end.
Yeah, sure. I just think it's a cool idea. I'm happy the league's going well. It looks like there's almost 500 people in it already for this month, which is amazing.
160 something.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I had 4 win attempts today, and I got stopped every time and died. It was
on TNT?
Great. Yeah.
What kind of win attempts were they?
I had turn 2 a Devoted Swift, which like everyone was tapped out, and dude, fucking Elevere had Croc Rot for Talon Gates, and everyone else had nothing. I was like, okay,
wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then the next one was Devoted Druid into Eldritch for Brewmaster, and they stopped the first Brewmaster with a SWAT. And then I had a Mockingbird for a second Brewmaster, and they still stopped that too. And I was like, okay, sick. I'm just gonna die now. Yeah, the league's been going great. Like people continue to play at a really high level. Super good time.
Cut that combo, dude. Cut it.
I know.
Cut it.
I know.
No, you can't cut it. Like in reality, like I am the only person to say that. So like, don't fucking listen to me because I'm obviously not even playing the deck anymore. But
yeah, I mean, like I think there's pros and cons to every combo in that. Like I talk to Corey about this all the time. You can build that deck like 17 different ways, and they're all fine-ish within reason.
Yeah.
So yeah, league's great. Come hang out. Come play games. Speaking of Corey, Logan, and I, for anyone who is going to MagicCon, put together this list organized by tagged by artist and the cards that they're going to be there for. If you want to go get signatures.
So I was looking at this. Isn't it easier to just like organize by artist rather than have tags?
Probably.
So like click disable tags, and then view by artists.
Yep.
Scroll. Oh yeah, view by artist. You already got there.
This also just works.
Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure this just works.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, for anyone who's like gonna be at MagicCon, wants to get some stuff signed, we just did it by like cEDH staples, and so you'll be able to go through and like. Mm-hmm. We've already got at least one person on this call of 2 people who wants their Firestorm signed, I think.
I might get it altered. I'm not going to lie.
That's sick.
Yeah. Well, because like I bought one at the shop on Friday or on Sunday. I showed up and I was like, hey, do you guys have a Firestorm? And they like kind of undercharged me, which I was like stoked on because they didn't realize they were like how the shop works is they take like TCG medium, I think, or like average for the last week, but they didn't realize that like the buyout had happened. And so I think they charged me like $23 for it instead of the $45 that they're currently going for.
That's a pretty damn good deal.
Yeah. So I'm pretty stoked. I'm gonna send that one to probably go get altered because I also bought a gold bordered one.
Oh, sick.
On TCG Player. That's like those are like $7, and I'll get that eventually. So
yeah, this lineup is like insanely stacked. So incredible opportunity to go get some cards signed in just like one landing page where you're able to kind of organize where you're going to go. And if you are one of the people with the $40,000 dark ritual, it could potentially be signed here, I guess.
No, dude. It's so much more expensive than the $40,000 now.
Yeah, it like doesn't even exist, right? There's like
I saw one at SCG Con.
Oh, really?
They had an SCG. They had that. They had a Rush signed Black Lotus. This is at Toa, right? So of course they are the people that have it, right? But I saw one. I think it was like $70,000, and that was 6 months ago.
What the fuck?
Yeah. There's 4 of them that exist in ever, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Like they could charge whatever the fuck they want for that thing, and people will pay for it eventually.
That was, speaking of explaining things to Jason in cEDH terms, we had to explain supply and demand recently because he's like, why is this card so expensive? And we're like, because it's sold out and that's how this works.
Yep. It's just my favorite bit. It's like actually my favorite bit.
It's so funny, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at...
He asked me what a Polaroid was today. And I was like...
Ow. Yeah.
A token copy of something?
It's like flash photography.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super sick. I don't know what percentage of the team is going to be there yet, /any, but...
I think Logan might be going, but I think he's vending.
Yeah, with Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah, super sick. I might try to go, but we're also leaving for Japan like very soon after this. So
I just like there's zero possibility of me going because I have like a wedding and Tap for Hope that month. Can you scroll up? Is that Sylvan Library? Scroll up to Mark Poole. Is that... No, that's the other Sylvan Library. I was like, is that the old one? Because I will go get that signed, or I'll send that to get signed. But no,
yeah, there's some really cool ones in here. Honestly, I want to get my Ripple Foil Talon Gate signed.
That'd be cool. I like that idea. I like also getting the Into the Flood Maw. Like I think they're getting I saw that in that pile, which is kind of cool. But if you're going to MagicCon, go get your stuff signed. Expect to wait in some very, very long lines. It is inevitable. Realistically, if you're going with a group, like actually plan to like, okay, here's all my cards for Mark Poole. I will go stand in Mark Poole's line. Okay, here's all your cards for Elena Daner or whatever. Like, and go stand over there, right? Like, do not stand in line with your friends unless you want to spend the entire day doing this. Which, if you want to do that, have fun, right? But try to attack this in a faster and more efficient way.
Yep, agreed. We had a really great local event. This was a 1K done before the siege, just like as another gold leading into it. I think it hit cap, right? 60 people, something like that.
Yeah, there was I think 65 people because of reasons.
Yep.
Yeah.
God, what is it with us being the
said reasons are Critical EDH really likes to make tournaments that are supposed to be 64 people 65 people.
65. And there's our boy rocking the hat. It's so fun seeing this stuff in the wild now.
Yeah. By the way, this is Steven. He's a local artist that is also he did altars for us last month. He does not have a page, but he is soon to be having a page, and we'll start promoting him because his altars are sick. He did the culling ritual that's in our art channel. I'm not sure. You probably have to scroll up quite a bit for it, but it's amazing because he's just an awesome artist.
Oh, the Left 4 Dead one?
Yeah, the Left 4 Dead one is just so cool.
It's so cool.
He also did a lot of like the tokens for Mortal Kombat for like treasure tokens and copy tokens and some other things. And I really enjoy his art. So
why is this always the face Josh is making?
Dude, because that's just the yam face, bro. It's the yam face.
Yeah, this was sick. To no one's surprise, Jason won. And we also had Logan in top 4. You were top... Yeah, you were in
I got top 16, or I got top 13. Yeah, I got top 13. And I am very adamant about I definitely would have won that game if there was no time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, I literally looked at Jonah and I was like, I have more counter magic in my hand than you have left in your deck. And he's like, oh. But then I saw like what was happening in like the time, and I was like, I'm not gonna keep interacting here because I'd rather like an actual winner. Because like literally I had like 6 more pieces in my hand, and he's like, wait, really? And I was like, yeah. In reality, I was just waiting for you to have no cards in hand, put a Fairy Mastermind in play, so I could flare duplicate my Firestorm for 27 and kill everyone at the table.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. I was like, I was 100% winning this game, and
Yep.
yeah, it was kind of unfortunate, but we ran out of time. But I had a blast, and it was a good game. I just wish it didn't have time.
Yeah. Seems like a sick event where I'm like really excited to talk about the deck that you brought to it. And then just like all around a bunch of killers. Like it's crazy to look at our local brackets and just see so many people who are like consistently performing at like really big events too.
Dude, in my round 1, the guy that you were just looking at in the photo, I forget. I'm so sorry. I'm so bad with names. But this gentleman right here, in my round 1, he like enlightened tutors. He gemstone enlightened tutors, right? And I throw him a Force of Will, and I was like, hey, if you go get Rhystic Study, I'm not going to counter it, right?
Yeah.
Like, because I expected him to get Necro. He's playing Blue Farm.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, oh, no, I wasn't going to get Necro. And I was like, we're in a 3-pod, which fucking sucked, by the way. Like, yeah. I hate, like, my deck literally doesn't function in a 3-pod.
Yeah, no, right?
Like, right? And so he's like, okay, yeah, I'll go get Rhystic Study. And then he cast Rhystic Study, and I commandeered it, and I felt so bad.
That's brutal, bro.
I was like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I got my turn 2 Rhystic commandeered last night in League. And then Atali cast face first into quadruple Mystic Remora. And Atali still did not win.
Shocker.
In case anyone's surprised by that information.
Yeah, shocker.
But yeah, seems like a super cool event. I was really bummed to not be able to play in this one. Yeah. But certainly not the first gold we had, and won't be the last one either.
Yeah, I think they are planning for another gold before the Siege, which I'm super stoked on. I think it's going to be next month at some point.
Nice. Yeah, it's great because we don't have the monthly 1K cEDH anymore. If we can like try to start pushing more in that direction with level 7.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. But yeah, no, it was a fun event. I had a really good time. We got into a weird game, me and Bardo in round 3.
Sure.
He had everything that he could possibly want in Rogthras and passed the turn with a Seedborn Muse up and like into my turn as the time was going off, right?
Sure.
And he had bounced everything I had. But my knowledge of Rogthras is they actually can't win the game at instant speed without Fairy Mastermind at this point.
That's true unless they're still on Gut Shot.
Right. Yeah. But it's like kind of hard to do with Gut Shot still, right?
Yeah, it is, because you still need Flash and Ewit and infinite triggers with this town. Like, it's not simple. Yeah.
It's not simple, but I will say Bardo had a Hullbreaker Horror, like had literally, not Hullbreaker Horror. He had everything. He had everything. Yeah. He had a Boral Breeze Collar, like literally everything he could ever want. And he's like, all right, I'm going to Mastermind loop you. And I was like, wait a second. I'm good to shortcut until I have my whole deck in my hand, except for like 2 cards.
Yeah.
And he's like, at this time, he also had Mistrise Village on everything because he could just keep untapping his lands, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So everything's uncounterable. Everything's nothing. And he's like, all right, are you going to concede? And I look at Jay and I was like, I actually need him to play this out because I have Swap, Misdirection, Redirect Lightning, Brain Freeze that can stop this. And like, and I was like, he'd already used like 3 or 4 pieces of interaction. And I was like, Rogthras doesn't run that much.
Especially not Bardo's. Yeah. Bardo
No. He's on like true Rogthras now.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah. I was like, I actually think I might be able to beat him, which is crazy. Which, I needed a Magda's Redirect Lightning out of this as well. And we got to time because the stack was so long of me interacting with uncounterable shit.
That's so funny, dude.
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
Yeah. I'm glad to hear that Bardo's on actual Rogthras now.
Same.
The semi-blue stuff was cool, but it's like... Yeah, that's good. Speaking of, do you want to talk about Tabernacle first or the deck that you played at Siege first?
We can talk about Tabernacle.
Cool. Let's share this. So we had, there were a few locals here. Like Pigeon went, I don't know if anyone else did.
Yeah, Pigeon had a really pretty rough tournament from what I understand.
Yeah, I saw a couple of the like multitudes and die on Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah. From what I understand, this was a really run event, or really very well run event. It just ran extremely late. This is a 7-round tournament that was ran in one day, which is intense.
Yeah, that's
Um,
insane.
yeah, huge shout out to like everyone that got to top 16 and then played in the top 4 game, because like I don't think I could do that. Like the mental exhaustion that I would have doing 9 rounds of
Oh,
like,
it's crazy.
yeah, especially like playing a deck like Skies, right?
I was just gonna say that. Yeah.
Yeah, like Sky played phenomenally. I got to watch a lot of her top 16 game, and she just like obliterated her table with a Firestorm, because she like killed Ral, killed a Rogthras, and like killed something else. Everyone was dead, right? Like, and it just like took a while to like get there because it's Sky's deck. But yeah, I cannot imagine playing like a hard control list in a
Dude,
7-rounder in one day to get to 9 rounds. But
no,
huge
bro,
shout
I'm
out
good on
to
that.
Arkham Daxon winning the event again. Arkham
Yeah.
just continues to do well at these large tournaments, which is awesome. Like I think it's so cool.
We live in a one Arkham activation little
Yeah.
pool here in
Yeah,
Denver.
yeah, yeah.
And I think that like when people are mulling really aggressively in Swiss and like mulling for wins in Swiss, they don't play responsibly enough to deal with Arkham,
Mhm.
which isn't like to discount that like the people playing Arkham are great players and they're doing a really good job with the deck.
Yeah.
But also like you just can't let Arkham do what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, you have to treat Arkham just like you treat Rowan, right? Like, and even worse, because like Rowan, you can just like Orange Chant or Silence and they can't do anything. And like if
Yep.
Arkham untaps with like an activation, like most likely you're dead. Like realistically, most likely you're dead.
And even if you're not dead then, you are like in the process of dying.
Yeah, and also like the way that they politic, it's like very very trad Sisay of like, let me keep my activation up so I can help the table, but like their help
Yeah.
is God Pharaoh statue, and it's like no, you're helping yourself, dude.
Yeah. Yep.
Like what are we talking about here? You know? So yeah, I also live in a 0 Arkham activation world. Sometimes it's hard, right? But for the most part, like no, don't. They also don't run enough counter magic to like not allow it, right?
Yeah, it's interesting. Like you'd think mono blue is like very interaction heavy, and that's just not the case.
Yeah. Like it's pretty interesting because like I really I went through with I think it was Notorious's deck list one time, and I just like
Yeah.
counted the interaction, and he had like the stack interaction he had in the deck. I was like, how are you mono blue and have 8 pieces, bro?
Yeah. It's
Like, what are you
crazy.
taught? You have 8. You're not even on Fawn. Like,
Dude, speaking of Rowan, shouts to Tilly. She's been crushing our league, or they've been crushing our league since like the beginning.
yeah, they have.
And it's clearly did well here. There's some spice. Like, what is Omnath doing up here?
I have no idea what this deck does. I'm assuming it's just a pile, right? Like, it's got to be just a good stuff pile. Yeah, immediately it's a good stuff pile.
Yeah, I mean, it's 5-color breach.
It's just it's chowder, right? Like,
yeah.
yeah. This makes sense.
And I guess they're just counting on interesting.
I think it's
I wonder
cool.
what. Yeah, it's kind of cool. What percentage of time they cast Omnath?
I would say almost never, right? Like,
yeah, interesting.
Yeah, I think it's kind of cool. I like
Yeah.
5-color soup. So
Fair.
also shout out Dexter, Kevin, both friends of the
Yep.
channel. Dexter continues to kill it. Kevin also continues to kill it. Speaking of Kevin, dude, he also told someone to kill himself in this tournament on stream, and it was hilarious. And he's like, wait, no, not like in real life. In real life, because he cast a meme bet. He cast a meme bet, and the Necro player that's Graveyard was very ripe. Was like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm just gonna necro myself to kill myself to like offer draw. And Kevin's like, okay, yeah, kill yourself. And he's like, no. And it was so funny. It was so funny.
Charles also did really well. Like, just went from the like last unfortunate incident right into just travel to another tournament and do.
He's
do
been on
quite
the grind, man.
Yep, dude's everywhere.
He really is.
Yeah, this seems like a really sick tournament. This is one I was like,
I agree.
Would have loved to have made it to. I'm sorry, what now?
Oh, that's a 5-color pile as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 5-color pile for sure.
Yeah, seems super sick. Mm-hmm. And then we have this deck that If you know anything about Austin, you know he doesn't play Rock Dress or believe in Rock Dress.
No, I hate that deck. I think that deck's garbage. Sorry, let me rephrase that. I think that deck it's not garbage. It is, I would not put it in the same tier as I put with like Trad Sisse and Magda. I just don't really respect the deck very much. Like you know what's sad is I actually lost to it on Sunday. It was in a 3-pod, so I'll put an asterisk on that loss.
For Rock Dress, honestly.
But this deck is a color shifted Rogeshai. 100% through and through. It's a color shifted Rogeshai. If you want to like switch it to the art cards, I hate looking at these lists.
Yep, it's visual stacks, right? Visual.
I think so.
Oh no, visual grid.
Visual grid. So oddly enough, this deck is kind of like, okay, the number one plan is to put Heuristic Study into play on turn 2, right? Like, and just live off of it and do the same thing Rogeshai is doing it. You are running basically the same interaction suite that they are, minus the silences, which hurt a lot, actually.
Yeah.
But you do get Flare Denial because Rogeshai is not playing that card, and it's like a true counterspell, which I like. I think that's awesome because like Thrasios is easier to cast than Ishai. You also get your like green engines are like not as good as Tithe, but like Cabbage Merchant is decent, right? It like is an okay replacement in the long.
Yep. And you also have Flash Photography, Clever, and Copy and Mirror Made to like gate your own ties.
Yeah, exactly. I really kind of asked around a lot to people about like how many cards Esper Sentinel like really draws per turn. And people are like, oh, it's like 2 or 3. So like my bad Esper Sentinel is a Sylvan Library, which like is not good, right? But like sometimes in a mole to 4, you're like, oh, this is a turn 1 Sylvan Library. Sometimes that's okay, right? But the big thing that green gives you in this deck is number 1, Shifting Woodlands, right? Like Shifting Woodlands, like being able to like in a gigantic, like in a big game, which is what these decks want to do, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. Being able to like, if you don't think that there's a window, which most of the time there isn't, right? Because everyone has 30 cards in hand when you're playing this deck. Being able to Shifting Woodlands and pass is an insane thing to do. I did win a game over the weekend, just like Shifting Woodlands pass on my next turn, or like immediately in the upkeep, Shifting Woodlands into a Hullbreaker Horror and just like win the game, right? Like, it's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
And it's like, oh yeah, it's like uninteractable essentially, right? Like, unless you're playing Cope Farm. Like,
speaking of, we didn't show this picture. Matt rolled through and fucking cooked our locals.
Oh, yeah, that is true. On Friday, he absolutely destroyed everyone.
Yep, it was great. But anyway, sorry.
But so that's a huge thing. This deck is on Gaia's Cradle, but it's basically an Ancient Tomb.
Yeah, right. It's the same reason Jundargo played it. It's like worst case, it's a ritual.
Yeah, exactly. Like most of the time, I'll have 2 creatures out. A large part of this other reason that I am attracted to green is you can use Neoform. You can Neoform your Thrasios into Engines, which is Cabbage Merchant, or the card we'll talk about in a second. You can also Eldritch Evolution them into stronger Engines, which is your Stormkiln Artist.
Yep. And you're clever,
And your Clever Impersonator. The other thing that I also really like about this deck is your Intuition and your Gifts Ungiven packages are just as strong, if not stronger, than Savine, the white version. Because you can go with Colossal Sky Turtle, Shifting Woodlands, and then the actual threat, right? And they like the real answer is to give you the actual threat, which is very not smart sometimes. But it is the correct idea.
Yeah, because it's the only way they're going to be able to interact with it. Otherwise,
exactly. But being able to like do that with a Hullbreaker Horror and then Shifting Woodlands a Hullbreaker Horror into like activation is very cool, right? It's very fun. The other thing that green gives you is a card called Heartwood Storyteller. Now, this card reads very troll, and it reads like you're gonna draw the game, right?
Yep.
And sometimes that's enough.
Yeah.
But this deck and Rogeshai want big games, right? They want the game that is everyone has 55 cards in hand.
Yep.
Because they're going to win the game when that happens, right?
Yep.
They have better engines in that spot. They have more interaction in that spot, and they have more more card draw in that spot than the rest of the decks. And they can utilize more of their interaction in that spot as well because they have consistent mana engines like Ska and like Cabbage Merchant or Tithe, right? Heartwood Storyteller reads, if you don't know, for the audio listeners, is whenever a player plays a non-creature spell, each of that player's opponents may draw a card. This just forces the game into madness, right?
Yep.
Very, very, very few people are comfortable in that madness.
Yes.
Enjoy it. That's why I'm playing this card. I think the consistency that this deck can find a draw engine onto is better than Rogishai, right? Like,
I agree with that. Yeah.
Because you lose Enlightened Tutor and you lose Idyllic Tutor for your Ristics, but you gain Neoform, you gain Eldritch Evolution, you gain Heartwood Storyteller itself. Like, you can also add in Green Sun Zenith and Nature's Chosen or Nature's Rhythm. And like there's just so many options. Like I'm on Worldly Tutor because I can just like find what I want, right? If I need a piece of interaction, it can find me my Sky Turtle. If I need me an engine, it can find me a Cabbage Merchant. If I need a draw, then it can find me a Heartwood Storyteller. If I need it to be a copy of an Esper Sentinel, I can grab my Metamorph, right? Like this deck is just trying to force the late game and try to win in that spot. And I really like it. I really enjoy this deck. I don't know if it's as good as Rogishai, but I think that it's some of the things that you gain in green are very interesting to me. Specifically endurance as well. Like the idea of being able to like interact for the first few turns and then like just value endurance a lot of like your random spells back into the bottom of your library just because like, oh, I'm preparing for that late game and now my I'm like refilled, right? I also think that, and this is like I'm just like going off of the cuff here.
Yeah, no, this is great, dude.
Heartwood Storyteller is an insanely dangerous card, and I understand that, but this deck can actually get rid of it in like non-interactive ways very easily because you can like play Infernal Plunge or Neoform or Eldritch Evolution, and it's gone before it even triggers, which I think is really cool. So when you decide to push, you have the ways to do it, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I really like that, honestly.
Yeah, like obviously the other thing is like Heartwood Storyteller, okay. Like we've gotten to this meta where people are like, oh, turn 2 Ristic Study, and then like someone just jams into it, right? Because like that's what we're getting told to do. I don't know if turbo players push into a Heartwood Storyteller.
I don't
think they
people
can.
Might try, you lose that game.
Yeah,
you lose that game.
Like a Ral, like okay, if I'm playing Heartwood Storyteller, does a Ral actually go for it?
Yeah,
I don't think so. I think they're just like, yeah, I've lost this game until I find my bolt.
Well, yeah, it does die to bolt. It's unfortunately not a 2/4.
Yeah, but like I don't know. Like I think that like having a draw engine that's like okay, hey, I'm in the Atali Ral pod, and it, like if I find this card, I'm like, I think I'm good.
Yep. Well, and dude, like it's also very extraordinarily easily killed by OBM. Like if you want that to happen, like it's very easy to talk to the OBM player and be like, hey, let's just kill this now. Like we've all gotten what we need.
Yeah.
One more trigger kills it. Like it's removable and like easily.
Yes. I will say this deck, if someone like lands a Tithe, if I don't have a clone, I'm very scared.
Yeah.
Like I'm very scared.
Oh, bro, it's over. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. If I have a clone, then I'm like, I'll crush you guys. It's fine. But yeah, I've just been a big fan of this deck. I like color shifting things, and I've seen, I wouldn't even say a lot of success with this deck so far, but like I think I've only actually lost a game on it, like just one. Obviously the deck like draws a lot of games, right? Like that is the answer, and that's like kind of the thing with Rogishai too. Like people are scared about like the time, and I think that the pilots that really enjoy that playstyle are going to have to like learn how to be not like the bad guy, but like sitting at the table being like, hey, heads up, I play a deck that is going into the late game no matter what. Like, you have to game actions. Like, within like 30 seconds of someone just like mulling about, just being like, no, you guys have to play Magic. Like, let's go.
Yeah, you have to be willing to play police in more ways than one.
Yeah. Because
and
like
also
right now,
way,
like I've talked to Max P a lot about Heartwood Storyteller specifically.
Yeah, because he hates that card.
Yeah, he just like hates it with a passion, right? He's like what that card does is just like draws cards and draws cards and draws cards and then draws the game, right?
Yeah.
And like I think that it's just people that are like not used to being able to capitalize on that type of game.
Yep.
But like this deck is designed to capitalize on that type of game, which I think is kind of interesting, right? Like I think I played a game on like Friday casually, and I like copied a Heartwood Storyteller, right? Like I got a second copy, and I was like, do you guys just want to like shortcut to all of us having our entire deck in hand? And they're like, we can't do that. And I was like, it's gonna happen. Like I don't know what to tell you, right? Like,
it is inevitable.
Yeah, like we will have everything in our hand. Like it's fine. Like it might take like 45 minutes to get there, but
I think it's really interesting. I was talking to who might have been Graham. I don't remember who I was talking to about this, but we're like, cEDH it's like anything else in life. We do the same shit over and over and over again. And this is just a new version, a more refined spin on wrong side, on clone-ristic study, win the game. But we're getting better at doing it. And so as a result, the meta is shifting more and more towards kind of mid-range hell slop again.
But
the difference is people are getting better at and actually want those games to happen.
Agreed. I also think that like the problem with like the answer to like mid-range slop when it was happening earlier was like it was just go faster, right?
Yep.
And like that's like what people have said in the past, but the problem is that like these decks, this deck, Rog Ishai, Wrong Sai, they all can just like not let that happen.
Yeah.
And you know, I think we'll talk about it in a second if you want to pull the tab up of Sam Black.
Yeah, I've got it up.
Sam did a really, really good episode about this, about Rog Ishai, and kind of color shifting it to Rogthras as well. And Sam really wanted to like go keep a lot of the like DNA of Rogthras, where I was like willing to just throw all of it away. And like completely redesign from the bottom up, really. He talks about how Rog is really the centerpiece that can allow this style of deck, right?
100%. Yeah.
Like this deck does not function without Rog. I thought like maybe it could with like, you know, Bjorna Wernog. I was kind of like going around that Clue Farm idea, and like Matt does it with Cope Farm, right? Like But the problem with like Cope Farm is like its answers to fight a turn 1 or turn 2 necropotence is like not very good, right? It's like very not good. And because of Rog, you get so much free interaction. And you get your engines on earlier a lot of the time because of Rog's enable like mana enablement. And Sam just like really talks about this, and I think you should just watch that video because it really goes in depth about like why Rog is so necessary in a deck like this.
And I think that people discount, like I did have somebody DM me yesterday or the day before saying like, what about Yoshi Crom? And I'm like, you can't replace Rog. Like it doesn't work.
Yeah.
And it's for like, it's little shit. It's like the fact that between Paradise Mantle, Mamber, and Springleaf Drum, you have basically guaranteed way to get to mana acceleration. You have Fierce online turn 0, Flare online turn 0, or 1, whatever.
Yeah.
It's
you get and SWAT online turn 0. Like there's just so much. Like it enables so much more free interaction. And like yes, the deck can fight with like other interactive spells, right? Like Shoal and Mindbreak Trap and Misdirection and Force and right? Like there's plenty of things to do, right? Commandeer, but like Rog just enables 3 more pieces. And you're like, like that's enough to get me to be able to fight a Necropotence, or gets me to like fight an Atali, or gets me enough to fight whatever on turn 0, right? Or on turn 1. Which
Yep.
I think it's like it's not replaceable. Like Rog is just brokenly overpowered.
Yep. Agreed. At least for this deck. And like a lot of I don't know, like game theory about cEDH for a long time. And Sam was even someone who used to say this and like was a reason why Rogthrast wasn't as interactive a deck in the first place. It's like the game theory of going down one spell to stop one person in a game where 3 other opponents are then going to win the game, like doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
But when you have the ability to turn on this early interaction and then you leverage that with like political aptitude to help shape the texture of the game in a direction that works for what you want to have happen.
Yeah.
I think control is actually viable where it didn't used to be.
Yeah, I agree. I like the thing is like we kind of knew it because we played against Logan's wrong side for so long.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh yeah, like control is viable. Like people are just not doing it, right? And realistically, like I also just don't think like Logan didn't go far enough in his interaction package, which is like a crazy concept because we're like, oh, he has too much, right?
Yeah.
Like the deck had like 17 pieces of stack interaction, and we're like, that needs to get up to like 22. You know? Like,
yeah. Yep.
And like, and needs to run board wipes, and needs to run like bounce spells, and needs to run like it's really, really interesting to me. I think why I enjoy this deck and why I enjoy the Rogeshai like style deck too is when you get to like that end game that you're like looking for, right? Where every spell that's put on the stack, you're drawing 3 cards. You're like, sick.
Yep.
I'm just getting resources and I'm making mana, or I have a Scon play so that when I decide to start doing things, I'll also start making mana. It really feels like an RTS to me, which like people, I don't, like the community in large probably does not recognize that term anymore because it doesn't exist in gaming.
Right.
But RTS is like StarCraft, Warcraft, Command and Conquer, some of these things, right? And a lot of those games is just like a fight for resources, right? And so like a lot of these games, and this is a lesson that I've been getting taught by Jason at this point, is like sometimes you just want to like pick a fight with someone's engines because like if their engine goes away, then they're non-player in these games.
Yep.
And like that's the thing is we're talking about like Red Blast and Pyroblast as like these cards that like, yes, they can counter a counter spell, but they can also blow up Heuristic Study.
Yep.
Or they can also like blow up a fish, which like doesn't feel correct sometimes. Or like
I think sometimes you just want that fight. Because like, it's the same reason, it's like why I think Force of Vigor is kind of an interesting card, because most of the time you don't actually care if it resolves.
Yeah.
But people have to fight over it. Same with whatever the green spell is that destroys all enchantments. I always forget what it's called.
Reverent Silence.
Yeah, that one too. Like you don't always care, but you know that the people that it affects care a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I agree. Also, just like the deck, I think this deck is like better at like passing the turn and being like on upkeep, I'm gonna pick a fight than like any other deck in the format.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Like even like Rogeshai, right? Because like I can just like Besage someone's Heuristic Study and be like, yeah, let's start the fight now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like,
one of the main selling points of green to me, like especially in our Discord, keep joke about green and how bad it is or whatever. It interacts in really interesting and subtle ways that other colors really can't do. And it provides, especially now, like post Lorwyn and Avatar, like engines that aren't as good as white necessarily or some of the other colors, but like are interesting in on its own axis. And I think that's good enough.
Yeah, I agree. I also think like people sleep on Sky Turtle, dude.
Oh, dude, card's crazy.
The card's like actually insane.
You know,
and it's like necessary in this deck because like Rogeshai, like if someone says like Cavern GA, like Rogeshai can just like Orange Chant or Silence, right? And be like, yeah, we can start the fight now. And like this deck, I'm like, yeah, sick. I'll like, that's fine. You can resolve that. All right, I'm gonna bounce it and we'll start the fight now. You know, like I don't know. I'm so high on this deck right now. I think it's super fun to play. I just I don't know if it's good enough to like, push into like the top ranks of cEDH, but I do 100% enjoy this way more than Rogthrast, like actual trad Rogthrast, dude.
Yep. Which is so funny because like we both, like you don't play it anymore, but we both play Cradle TNT. It just feels so different than Rogthrast does, and it's hard to explain why.
Yeah, it is very hard to explain why.
Yeah, but it feels like a completely different deck. It has a lot more agency and like isn't just a leech on stuff.
Yeah.
But something that like a subtle or like a really cool interaction with Sky Turtle is Besage you something. It's already in yard. Channel Sky Turtle to return Besage you to hand.
Yeah.
And just like you can stack Besage before like the ability itself is actually resolved, which is really interesting.
Or like Noxious Survival an Otawara or something like that.
Yeah.
It's right? like there's a lot of really, really, really cool things that can be done in this deck that can't be done in white, right? Yeah. And the big problems is I'm losing Esper Sentinel. Like I'm losing some of the best cards in our entire format, right?
Yeah,
and I'm
Esper,
replacing them. I'm like actually replacing them with worse green cards.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm like, I don't know, dude. Endurance is kind of worth it.
Dude, I mean, Endurance is fine. And like there's a card that's not in the deck, but you and I have talked about a lot with Gaia's Blessing is like really interesting.
Yeah. So I have thought about this more after I listened to Sam Black's podcast. I do think that Gaia's Blessing is not the actual card that should be there. It is supposed to be a Shuffle Titan.
Sure.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me.
Because you can like Firestorm it, right?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And like Firestorming a Gaia's Blessing doesn't do anything, but Firestorming a Shuffle Titan does.
Yeah, that's fair.
I really wish Emrakul was a Shuffle Titan.
God, that'd be busted. I got Emrakul today. It was great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Card's crazy.
But yeah, I don't know. It feels correct to me though. Like the Temur version does feel correct to me.
I think it's great.
Yeah.
I played against it a bunch on Friday. We had a lot of fun games, and I think the deck feels really strong. It doesn't feel like there's a great answer right now to like really good pilots on Rogishai or like this kind of deck.
I agree. I think what's like going to happen. I was talking to our local Yam pilot about like you kind of need to like bully them to actually be the cop, right? Yeah. But it's really interesting to me because I think that's like true with Rogishai, but like we saw in like our casual game, and I think I need to do this more, right? Yeah. Where I had a Heartwood Storyteller out, but you had a Rhystic Study out, right?
Yep.
And you're like, well, you have to like start doing things because you also have cards in hand. And I was like, you have a double engine. Like I have one. Yeah. It's not my problem right now.
Yep.
And I think that like when I am in situations like that, I think that I just need to expand on that thought a little bit and be like, I'm down to start interacting here, but you also only have one engine from now on. Turn off your Rhystic Study.
Yep.
Like we're playing a Heartwood Storyteller now. Yeah. Like we are playing a Heartwood Storyteller game now. No other engines exist unless we all have them.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's really interesting ways to leverage that, right? Like, I know that Julian, my sunglasses, is really high on. He describes it funny. He's like, you know, all of the influencers of the format have like brainwormed you into believing that Rhystic Study is a good thing. And he's like the first person, like the only way I'm letting you have this Rhystic is if you treat it as an Esper Sentinel. Like otherwise I'm countering it immediately.
Yeah. Which like, I don't know, like obviously you have to like find out what your other two opponents are trying to do before you do this.
For sure.
Like if you like talk to them being like, hey, like, let's slow it down a turn and I'll get rid of this. And people are like, yeah, sure. Well, of course I will do that, you know? That's the other thing that I kind of like with Heartwood Storyteller. Like, it's a creature.
Yeah, dude. No one's going to force of will your Storyteller. And if they do, they're going to die to Tim Nadargo in the corner because they don't give a shit.
Right,
like,
right.
You can't. And it's really interesting.
Yeah. You know, I agree. I do think that it's going to shift that, like, people are just going to be like, yeah, you can't have heuristics. Like, you're just not allowed to.
Yep. I mean, that's even, like, if you go to, like, the deck list for Rogshai, it's, the caption is, like, if you counter my heuristic, it's back to the lobby for me, dog.
Yeah, which is so true.
You can't let them have it. Yeah. The game, you will either draw or lose, but you are not winning that game.
Yeah. You, like, have to treat it like they're Adnos, because it is.
Yeah, right? It's going to draw more cards than an Oz is over the course of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question for you. I think this card is underplayed right now.
I hear where you're coming from, and I used to play it in Master of Keys, so I understand your thought process and your logic behind it. But the problem with this card is that people discard incorrectly.
Yes. Okay. So I guess, sorry for the audio listeners, I pulled up a tab of Chains of Mephistopheles, which I'm not going to pull up the flowchart and read it to you, but it's like the only like OBM reads is a card that punishes draw engines. That's not usually what actually happens.
Yeah.
This card doesn't give you a choice, but like Austin said, people often do not discard correctly.
Yeah, so usually like this card reads as like, oh hey, like it's gonna stop these like engine type things, right? But in reality what happens is people just like pitch interaction because they can't pitch combo pieces, right?
It's the Kefka problem.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. It is exactly the Kefka problem. And also the other problem is that breach is the best thing to do in our format.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
And like chains just like helps them a lot of the time.
Yep. You need, I think for chains to work, you need other pieces that are layering to slow the game even further.
Agreed. Like you
chains
need
by
other like
itself
random
doesn't do
stacks
enough.
pieces, right?
Yep.
So I don't know. Like I think that like the idea of Chains of Mephistopheles is like, you know, maybe that's correct. The other thing is like maybe like a weird version of like Opus Thief comes back, which like wasn't here when we were playing, right?
Yeah.
But
you
like,
and I were just talking about like actually putting a concerted effort into brewing Temur Dargo as like here's an Aura Thief deck.
Yeah, I think like that is interesting to me. But like also like Spirit of the Labyrinth type things or like Narset. If you really don't like these types of games, then like there are answers to them. But like the problem is that when you like put these answers into play, other people will inevitably get mad at them and be like, no.
Yeah. Yep.
And like open themselves up because they also need to draw cards, right?
Yep.
I don't know. I think like realistically, like we just need to see more things that like when someone draws an additional card, like I gain a benefit. Which like I know that sounds crazy that I'm advocating for like more trigger stuff to like you know prolong the games and get to time more. But like it doesn't need to necessarily punish card draw. It needs to benefit me when you draw cards, right?
Yeah, it needs to not be Notion Thief because that card does nothing but kill me.
Yeah, well, like, I mean, if you have ways to sack your Notion Thief at instant speed as a cost, then it wouldn't kill you. But that's just me. Whatever. Like, but I wouldn't mind seeing like a Lotho that's like
cards.
But like if someone draw their second card per turn, like I make a treasure or a food and like have the cabbage merchant text or you know like something along those lines of like, oh, yeah, when someone draws a second card per turn or like any card after their draw step, like I gain some type of benefit, like whether that is, you know, like it could be even like something like a waste not effect. That like, oh, it allows me to draw it like, oh, I gain 2 black mana every card that you draw off of like, you know, something along those lines.
Yeah, and I mean, Wizards has shown they're willing to enter that design space, right? Because we have Fairy Mastermind, which is that. We have Unagi, which is like unplayable outside of Kinnan, but does the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's like it's something they're at least like dipping their toes into. So it's possible we see more of it.
Yeah, realistically, it's just like the punishment stuff isn't good enough in my opinion, right?
Yeah, like, and we're never
you're just like you're also putting
back.
yourself behind as you're doing
it. Yeah.
I mean, the real answer is Hull Breacher, right? But it just needs to be 4 mana and not blue.
Yeah. Yes.
Like it can't be blue. Like this card can't be blue, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what card or color it should be at this point, but like it can't be that. But yeah, I mean, it's like it's stuff like that, and even then, like Hull Breacher is like punishing, right? Like if it wasn't punishing, like if it was just like, oh hey, it's a 4 mana flash red creature that just anytime someone draw a card except for the first one, I make a treasure token, then it's like, oh, that gets really scary, right?
Yeah.
Or like don't even put flash on it at this point. Just like make it
just let it be a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, like just let it be a ska and like that's fine, right? So I don't know. I think that they do need to like design cards that can like help these situations. But I also think that like we are seeing people innovate in like their ways to like break that door down
Yeah.
For example, Emrakul, right? Like, Emrakul is an insane card. And like at this point, I think everyone's been Emrakul in the last like week from the team, right? And like this card does just be like, yeah, I'm gonna win the game, have fun, like good luck, you know? Because like now it's a 2v2, but I get like both best interests in mind, right? And like I think that card's like really good at like breaking down these like kind of doors at like these like windows that are very very much shut. Like Emrakul takes a hammer to them, right? Cards like Hullbreaker Horror takes a hammer to it. Right? Like if you can get a Hullbreaker Horror to like stick, then it's like, oh, like we're in a bad spot. It doesn't matter how many cards I have anymore, you know? Or like I truly do believe that like Shifting Woodlands is a card that's like kind of breaks the door down a little bit, right?
Yeah, 100% it is. Yeah, it's crazy.
Sam Black talks about Reliquary Tower.
Yeah, I know.
Which is a crazy concept, right?
Absolute staple of casual, right?
Yeah.
Like it's in almost every casual deck.
But like if the plan is to have 50 cards in hand, I mean, being the only player that doesn't have to go to discard is insane, right?
I actually think you in particular are supposed to play this
because I'm on Crop Rot.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I needed to make sure my pips were like not a problem, right? Yeah. And they're not. So like I'm like really considering playing this.
I honestly think that it's just an exciting time to be brewing and innovating because like I don't know, 6 months ago, if you had been like, I think I'm thinking about Reliquary Tower, everyone would have been like, you're actually insane.
Yeah. But then again, like if you think about it, like Logan's wrong side probably should have been on Reliquary Tower.
Probably.
The guy like manually Thoracled us most time, like without Thoracle and Decon, right?
Yep.
And like this card just like enables that type of behavior.
Yeah.
On a land. Like it's like not even like I lose a chalk, you know? Like it's not even
free.
Bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's free. I think and obviously there's no 4-color like versions of this right now. I don't think a 4-color version of it could play this because the pips are just too hard.
Yeah.
But like for what all these other decks are doing, I don't see why you wouldn't at least try it.
Yeah. I think it's like worth looking at. I was thinking about it on Sunday, like in my games being like, okay, has it been problematic for me to like discard cards at end step? And like most of the time it's not, right? But like in a top 16 game, hell yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Right? Like it's concerning, right? And so like I don't know. Maybe it doesn't make the cut, right? Like maybe. But like I think it's something that I wanted to be like cognizant about of being like how many times am I actually discarding the hand size and like losing that game because of it, right? Or like there's so many times where like we'll have 20 cards in hand and we'll like it's like I can't discard all these things, so I'm gonna push. Like it's gonna be a baby push, but like I'm gonna push and see what's out there, right?
Yeah.
But like if I could just like play Reliquary Tower and pass, like
you don't care.
And be like, I do not care until there's a win on the stack. You know, like,
and it's not like, dude, I think, and we've already kind of seen this. Like, obviously, it was a year or last year rather, like Temur Rogers had a lot of success. I think that one of the versions of an answer to this is the creature combo decks, just because it's much harder to interact with those things. You can.
I don't even know if that's true in these decks. And like you weren't on like last week's episode, right?
No.
We were talking about this and like we were talking about the Rogish thing, right? And at this point, I think like even the best decks in our format, like they do have a bad matchup. Like Farm, their bad matchup is Kinnan, right? Like Kinnan is a deck designed to beat Farm, right? Kinnan's bad matchup is Rogsai because like their free interaction isn't turned on a lot of the time, right? And like if Rogsai can get a turn 1 Necropotence down, then like Kinnan's fucked, right?
Yeah.
I like talked to Zach and Jace. And they're like, I don't think I have a bad matchup with Rogishai.
No, I really don't think you do.
Yeah. I mean, like the real answer is like maybe Yam, right?
Genuinely, Tyam is the answer to most of these things, but the level of competency required to play Tyam at that level is not something most people can do.
Yeah. And the other problem is that Yam just like gets obliterated by Firestorm.
Yeah, yes. Like actually
Like it's like, oh
God.
hey, like you can actually get up out of the table now. Like it's fine, you can leave, right?
Yep, it does not matter.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so like they have the answers to the decks that are like trying to present the answers to them, right? Like which is a stacks deck. A real dedicated stacks deck, but the Rogishai deck has answers for them, right?
Yeah.
Like it runs so much interaction. It runs so much.
I'm not gonna out what they're working on, but there's a few people in the Dargo Discord who are pushing on an idea that you and I have talked about several times over the last year and some change of like, there's probably a stacks Tim Dargo because you don't care. Like nothing matters to you, and when it's time to go, you just eat it all to Dargo and go.
You eat it all to Dargo, or you play Forsaken Minor Loops, right? Like where you aren't casting a single spell. And I don't know, like I really thought that had legs, and I think we're about to see it in our local meta somewhat soon.
Yeah, yes, we are.
Yeah. But like a true dedicated stacks deck that's like not creature stacks, but is like artifact stacks. Of being like, oh, I'm gonna welder in a God Pharaoh statue, or I'm gonna welder in this thing, like a like a damping sphere, right? But also plays just good combo cards and good draw like card advantage stuff, because like Magda is like a thing that like you would think is like, oh yeah, like Magda can get there, like they can do this like stack stuff if they wanted to pivot into a stacks deck. But like the problem is that Rogishai just like has so many good answers for Magda. And like has ways to find them. And so like I truly don't think Rogishai has a bad matchup right now. I really don't.
I don't think so either.
Like it might be a 50-50 matchup, right? Like they might not be favored. But like I don't think they have a bad matchup.
But the other asterisk I want to put on that is like I think the deck is fairly busted. However, I think the floor on it is horrendous.
Oh yeah, 100%.
The floor is like do nothing and die.
Dude, like we've talked about this a lot, like and I've talked about this a lot with like Logan too, right?
Yeah.
And this is like why Logan's enjoying success with like Shorekai, is because you have to have like a control player's mindset to play these decks, right? And like if you don't, then they are so bad for you, right?
Yeah.
Like you are just gonna like sit there, and like you just like I don't know what, like it's a certain player is going to enjoy these types of decks, and it's just it's a very small part of the population too, right? Like it's a very small part.
It's like you were talking about with Sky's farm list too. If you're taking this to like real tournaments and you have 9 rounds to get through, it's hard.
Oh yeah.
It's like extraordinarily hard.
Dude, imagine playing 9 rounds of Heartwood Storyteller.
Fuck that.
You're like, yeah. Every game I'm expecting to see 50 cards, you know? Like just the information overload is like kind of daunting, right?
Yeah. I don't know what the answer to like, and that's the thing, you know, we've never had a version of the meta that couldn't be busted by something or at least altered by something.
Yeah.
And I love that cEDH is like a very self-corrective, like self-healing format. But as it stands right now, like we don't have answers to this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's meta answers to it, right? Like I think that there's stuff out there, in my opinion, right? Like there's definitely things out there. There was a time period in my life where I was talking about like playing a stacks TNT list.
Yeah.
Where you're like,
I mean, I've talked to Josh about that a little bit too. Like run Deafening Silence and run, like there's so much stuff you don't care about.
Yeah. Well, and like instead of insane value creatures, like run Archon of Emeria, because it does your like Timna plan, right? Run I don't know, like random things, like run Aven Interrupter, because it's a creature to add to your cradle count, but also counters spells a spell that also like fucks on breach, right?
Yeah, I'm playing Aven Interrupter right now in my TNT just because it works for most of what I want it to be doing.
Yeah, exactly. And so like maybe there's something like that out there that is like a stacks deck that can also protect itself against a board wipe, right? Like it needs to be a blue stacks deck, which is crazy to think about.
I mean, you know who's doing this already?
I don't.
Pixel is playing this in League already.
Oh, really?
So Pixel's off of Yam and playing Mr. Foxglove stacks,
That's crazy.
which for those who don't know, and it's interesting. So Mr. Foxglove, when he goes to combat, it's a 3/5 in ban. Whenever it attacks, draw cards equal to the number of cards in the defending player's hand minus the number of cards in your hand. And if you didn't draw cards this way, put a creature card onto the battlefield. So it
That's
either
pretty
draws
wild.
like 50 cards or slams an Archon.
Interesting.
And it is difficult to play against. I've played it a couple times now. And also Pixel is like a very good player who took, helps Yam be what it is today. And so that's part of it. But it is interesting to see options like this showing up.
Yeah. And like I do think that it's like people just need to explore like a blue stacks like artifact style kind of like deck. But like I just don't I don't really know what that even looks like, right? Right? Like I don't like okay, we were talking a little bit before the episode of like building Temur Dargo. Like could that be something? Like could it be like on the artifact? Like could it be on Sphere Resistance, Thorn of Amethyst, Damping Sphere, GPS, Welder thing, like Welder combo because it can play the like surveillance cam thing.
Yep.
And it has an outlet in the zone. And like Dargo can sack all this like they can sack all the artifacts when it decides to try to push. Like maybe something like that exists. But like that's a lot of slots that you like aren't dedicating to win the game.
I was gonna say you still need to be able to win the game, right? And the reason that like Mardu Dargo is so good is it like you can put up 5 attempts in a turn. Like it just keeps pushing.
Yeah, agreed. But like why like maybe there's a deck that's like designed like that that's like, oh no, I just need to put up 1 attempt.
Yeah.
Because I've locked everyone else out. Yeah, exactly. So like I don't know.
There. Yeah, I think it's out there. I just don't think we've solved for it yet.
Yeah. Well, and like I said, dude, like Sphere Resistance and like Thorn of the Amethyst, like these are cards that are like very, 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 very underplayed, right? In my opinion.
This feels so free.
Like I kind of agree, right?
I mean, like it has the bobble problem, right? Like sometimes you play bobble pass and die because you opened the window for someone
100%, 100%, right?
But dude, if you're already in these big games,
so like okay, like the theory is that like okay, if everyone has a billion cards in hand, like how do you break parity in that, right? And it's like, oh, you make it so they can't cast as many, right? But like I just like I don't know what it looks like. I know I like the idea of a welder deck that like can do artifact stacks things that I'm like, oh, I can like get rid of this piece when I don't want that piece to put a different piece into play that's stopping a different player, right?
Sure.
And like now we saw that welder can be a combo piece too because of the sewer thing, like the sewer surveillance card. And so like maybe there's something there. I really don't know, right?
Yeah.
But I think it's an interesting idea that like someone could brew.
Surveillance is really interesting in Temur Dargo.
It absolutely is, right? Like especially if you're on like this artifact package thing, right?
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Yeah, because it is just a combo piece, I believe, with Prize Statue.
Yeah, because Prize Statue enters. That's fucked up. That's actually sick.
Yeah, so like you can like with like okay, so like Welder Surveillance and Prize Statue like makes you infinite mana and infinite treasures, correct?
Yeah, because you net 1 every time.
So eventually you could start sacking a treasure for your surveillance cam to be able to like draw your deck too because of surveillance is like Cam's other ability.
I mean, dude, you already have it with Rest, right? Like if you're in infinite mana, you don't care.
But like I like I don't know. Like I think there's something there. I just like that's a lot of brewing. That's a lot of brewing to like figure that out. Because you want to run like a mix of counter spells plus artifact stacks plus Dargo win cons. Plus Dargo payoffs.
Yeah. Hard, dude.
It's really hard, right? But and then also like if you're like on this artifact package, like a lot of the Dargo payoffs or engines are artifacts, which is interesting to me. The thing is that like I just don't know how you get Welder out into play as often.
Yeah.
I mean, like you have all these creature tutors, just creature tutor for 1 for Welder, but like you realistically want Welder out on 1 or 2.
Yeah, like every game.
Every game, right? Like 100% of the games you want Welder.
Yep.
And I think that's like difficult to ask.
It's difficult to ask, and it's also like, most people aren't even playing Welder for Citadel anymore because it's just like
not good enough, right?
You see it coming, and it's just like you deal with it.
Yeah, exactly. And like Welder just dies to a Swift Breeze.
Yeah.
And so like, but then you're in green, so you could like Shifting Woodlands it, right?
Yep.
And like that gets really scary. Like that gets real scary. You Shifting Woodlands a Welder, dude.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Or like you could like Soul Cauldron a Welder, right?
Yep.
Like that's kind of cool. I don't know. I think there's an interesting idea there.
Yeah, there's definitely something. So I don't know. Stay tuned for whatever we put the brain cycles into this, I guess. We wanted to do a quick shout out to this because my man has 301 wins in tournament play.
Yeah, Jason's an animal.
That's actually absurd.
Yeah, it pains me that he's so good at this game, and it irritates me.
Yeah,
Dawn Before the Siege, he went 4-0-1.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah.
He's playing Kinnan.
He was definitely playing Kinnan, right? Like, and then just like obliterated the top table.
Yeah. So I don't know, dude. Kid's an animal. We're like super proud of and stoked for everything that he's doing. These stats like speak for themselves. But congrats on 301 wins, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have a bunch of tournaments coming up.
Mm-hmm.
We are not going to this one, but Jason and Jay are, and then I think a bunch of other people from Colorado are going to Albuquerque.
I think Jax might be also trying to go to Albuquerque, but I'm not sure.
There's a very, very small chance I'm going like last second, but
oh, really?
Very small. Yeah, very small chance.
Wait, you're gonna try to run it back-to-back weekends?
I might. Yeah.
You're insane.
Yes, correct.
I could not do that. I would not be able to do that.
But the main reason, other than like this is coming up, one thing that Excalibur does that is really cool is the like special guest thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be sick. But they are also not for this main event, but for the redemption event. They're trying something new, which is one of the main reasons we wanted to talk about this.
Absolutely. Yeah, so they posted this on Twitter or X or whatever the fuck you guys want to call it at this point. They're testing out a new point structure for the Scrubby Dubby Sunday event in Albuquerque. They're trying to set up a new... Oh, yeah. There's a video on their Twitter post basically saying that you will be getting allocated different points for different seat wins, right?
Yep.
So if you're in first seat, then you get 7 points for a win. If you're in second seat, you get 8 points for a win, and so on and so on and so on. They're keeping draws a 1 point, which I think is also something that's like not really being talked about because it really like disincentivizes draws.
100%.
You should still try like get them when they are, instead of getting 0 points, it's smart to try to get 1, right?
Yeah.
Because tiebreakers will still inevitably happen, but this idea is being tested to try to like fix the seat order disparity.
Yeah. And it's so I don't know if you guys talked about this last week or not. The team over at Bite Sized ran a survey on X for like what people thought potential solutions to the draw or seat order conundrum could be. And I think that something like this was actually one of the highest responses, which maybe is where Excalibur is like pulling us from. I've also seen talk about draws being worth 0 and losses being worth 1.
Yeah, that was one of the spiciest things I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, 100%, right? But it does the same thing, right? It's disincentivizing draws. And we talked about this a little bit before the show, but I have 2 concerns with this. And one is that there is always the risk of like the quote unquote most popular player at the table gets the win.
Yeah.
whatever popular means. It doesn't necessarily mean like most famous or most whatever. It's just
the nicest, right? Like,
yeah, whatever it is.
This will enable some king making situations. 100%, like that will happen, because like there will be points where you're like, oh hey, like we're gonna offer draw, and someone's gonna deny it, and then be like, okay, well I'm just going to defend seat one's win because it's like the least amount of points that I have to catch up to, right?
Yeah,
Which like might be
know.
even worse. Like seat one's win percentage might get better, which is crazy, right?
Yeah, I said what I know you think is a very hot take before the show, but I'll just say it here so people can roast me in the comments. I actually think that what we see happen as a result of this is fourth seat is incentivized to push their ass off, like just jam, 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 jam,
Yeah.
which is like already kind of the case, but differently.
Yeah,
And
I think like I just want to pause right there, because like so many people, like you ask like people what their strategy in seat 4 is, and like you get 3 real options. Like people are like, yeah, seat order doesn't change my strategy at all, which like I think that's like most people realistically.
Yeah.
Then there is, I'm gonna be playing greedy as shit because like I'm seat 4, like it's not my game to lose, right?
Yep.
Like I will not be keeping interaction. I will not be keeping anything other than trying to win the game. And like I'm gonna just try to win the game. Like don't expect me to participate in the stack because I'm already losing. My EV is a loss, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then there's also people that play C4 as a like I'm going to draw the game and try to get out of my C4 games, right?
Yep.
Like if I can get out of my C4 games with a draw, then this is a win in the event. And
Yep.
all 3 of those options are like legitimate options, right?
Yeah, agree. 100% agree.
So I don't know if like I agree that like it changes or if people are already like doing that in C4, because like people do just keep like packed hands in C4 a lot, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But I do think that this system does incentivize C4 to just be like, yeah, if it's not a win on turn 2, like I'm shipping the hand.
Yep. And then it puts like I'm like not opposed to this idea conceptually. I'm intrigued to see what the results of this are.
Agreed.
But I think what ends up happening is second and third seats are the best seats at the table. I already kind of think second is like maybe preferable to first seat a lot of the time.
I mean,
but
I hear where you're coming from, but like the stats say so much otherwise.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Totally. We definitely need answers.
Except for, oddly enough, at the Tabernacle event, if you look at their stat percentages, like the Tabernacle event had a better seat 2 win percentage, which was kind of wild.
Yeah, they also had like the first double-digit seat 4 win percentage I've seen in a minute.
Yeah, true.
Like this actually, like this isn't awful. It's
I agree.
Not great, but it's not awful.
Yeah, I agree. Like seat 4 is still way too low, but like that's yeah.
I'm really curious to see if this helps, hurts, or is even noticeable.
So realistically, like I don't think it's going to change those stats at all, right?
Yeah.
But what I do think is that it's like it is rewarding people for winning games that they shouldn't realistically win.
Sure.
And I think that's interesting, right?
Yeah.
I think that like if you see like my run at Cookout where I like seat 4s in 10 games or whatever, it's like, oh, if I was in Cookout and I see 8 C4s, but if I win 2 of those, I'm top cut.
Yeah.
Like I think that's good, right? Like I think that like that is a good thing.
Yeah. I think it is. This is maybe the closest I've seen to the right way to solve this.
Yeah, I agree. I also think that
but
like the fact that it's not touching game systems is also like something that I'm like super super high on, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So like I just like I'm happy that someone's trying it. Realistically, like I'm really happy someone's trying to do anything about this.
Completely agree. And, hopefully it's able to, and we're doing top 40 cut for Siege, which I think is just like the right way to do things.
Yeah.
If this proves successful, like we have one more thing that goes towards structuring tournaments in a way that players enjoy. Like, I think this could be a really pivotal year for making tournament cEDH like more approachable to more people. And that's ultimately one of my main goals.
Yeah, I agree. I think like right now, if someone was going into like tournament cEDH, like it's their first few times and they were like looking up like the draw rates and all these things and like, like, oh, like why is this seat thing disparity like a thing, seat win rate disparity. It's like, oh yeah, but like we're trying to fix these things and like
Yep.
come join and be part of the solution, right? I think that's like
100%.
kind of cool.
Agreed.
It's like the benefit of playing a Mickey Mouse format.
100%. Yeah. So if you play in the redemption event at Albuquerque, like we would love to hear about it. I'm like personally super curious. I highly doubt this is going to impact Boyle because it's just a week later, but maybe it impacts tournaments down the road, and that's intriguing. But yeah, we would love to hear about it, whether it's in Discord or on Twitter or wherever you find us.
Yeah, and also like if you have other ideas, like get them out there.
God, yeah.
Like get them out there, like post them on the crit server, post them in Discords, like post them on Twitter. We're all looking for solutions for these things. Putting them into the what is that term called? Like the town square of ideas. What's the actual called? Like.
Oh shit, I can't think of it either. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like, but it like get into a town square and like talk about them, right? Because like, yes, this is an idea, and yes, there's like holes in said idea, right? This doesn't actually fix the issue of like the win rate, right? But it does something, and that's like, okay,
better than nothing.
Yeah, it's better than nothing. It's better than us like sitting there just being like, yeah, C4 sucks, dude. Like, and like it like fixes the feel bads, right? Like if I'm at a tournament and I'm like, fuck, dude, C4. But like now I'm like, oh wait, C4, dude. If I win this game, like I'm in such a good spot. Like,
yeah, dude.
Like your mentality changes in those games, and I think that's like interesting to me.
Yeah, because like I think so many people do sit down, like they see C4 and they're like, "Fuck my chud life." And if you have sit down at C4 and you're like, "Damn, if I win this game, like I am so much closer to top cut."
Yeah,
that
you're like,
that
dude,
helps a lot.
Oh, like, and you're just like you feel good, like you feel so good, right?
Yep.
Like,
I don't know, dude. I'm not like, I don't want to talk about the details on here, but like I crashed out super hard on Friday because I had a really frustrating game that revolved around draws.
Yeah.
And I am like I think draws are an important part of the format. I think sometimes draws are healthy. I think that the rate at which we sometimes default to them is like no longer something I agree with.
I tend to agree with you. I think that like right now I'm in this spot where like the whole like defending someone's win for a draw.
I think we need to personally I think we need to make that against the rules like the EU does.
Well, the problem is that it's still like not really against the rules in EU. Like because it's like not really collusion, which is the problem. I think if I'm in those spots where like like maybe not defending someone's win, but if you've like stopped me enough that like we're down to get a draw, that I'm okay with. Like if you can just like repeatedly beat me down to fucking submission, then okay, sure. But if it's a situation where we're like this player over there definitely is winning the game next turn, right? This is okay. We can talk about this as a trad sisse problem. This is why I don't think the deck is good. Is because like you can look at the deck and be like, yep, they're definitely going to win next turn. We probably don't have a way of stopping them. Can someone else put a win on the stack and we'll get a draw instead because like they don't have enough interaction to stop anything, right? Yeah. And like it's the same thing with Magda. It's the same thing with like all these decks that are very, very, very telegraphed. I do think that in tournaments, there's a non-zero chance where I'm just like, yeah, I still won't accept a draw. Like just win the game now. And like if you guys wanted to defend that and build this boat, like we'll all sit in it. Because I also kind of sat and I listened to Zach's bite-sized episode with judges. Have you listened to that episode yet?
I haven't yet, no.
So they like talk about something that like is very much part of the MTR, and I don't know exactly what bullet point this is, but currently cEDH tournaments aren't really following it, and it's really annoying about dead players not having a vote in draws, right?
Yeah.
So we currently play it in most cEDH tournaments that a dead player doesn't have a vote in that draw, right? So like the answer is like, oh hey, like if we kill this person, then we can draw the game, right? And the MTR is actually not true. Like that says that's not true.
Yeah, you always have a vote.
You always have a vote. Which I think that people need to justify more, right? Like they need to be like, no, even if you kill me, I will not draw this game. I do not give a fuck. Someone will win, right?
Yeah. And so I guess for like the purposes of this conversation, this is worth talking about. So in that game, I stopped Jason from winning twice, and we both were like, we're not drawing this game. It benefits nobody.
Yeah.
And a situation was basically concocted where seat 4 flared, seat 3's packed on my win attempt so that seat 3 didn't have to pay a pack trigger and could put a win on the stack in their turn. And because their pact fizzled.
Sure.
And Jason and I were like, we don't care, we're not drawing. And so what they ended up needing to do was find a way to kill all of us at the same time with Mastermind so that we all actually died.
So like there is parts of the MTR that really don't allow that either, right?
Sure.
And so like again, watch that video. It's towards the back half of it, if I remember right. But like if people are doing things that are like not in their best interest of winning the game, like you can actually call the judge. And like there is things in our rules that like do not allow game states like that to end.
Yeah. That's interesting. I didn't know that. And like, you know, we do need to know those things.
Yeah, I think it would be really interesting. Like, I think it was Punchy that was really talking about this, which is he's a West Coast judge and is amazing, by the way. Every interacting that I've had with Punchy has been amazing. So
Punchy was head judge at Breach the Bay, and like I don't think anyone had anything but like an extremely positive judging experience.
100% agreed. Like he's amazing. And so like I think that I'm kind of getting into the boat where you're at, where you're like, no. Like if you guys want to defend the win, like we'll all lose the game. And now you're in this boat with me. Like enjoy the 0 points.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
they
built
won
this
the game,
boat, right?
Yeah, they won the game.
Yeah, but then again, if I'm like in the other spot, where if I'm like in the group of 3 that is trying to force a draw, then I'm okay with it, right?
Yep. It's hard. It's both, right? Like I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth because I'm 100%. There are games where I'm like, we got to draw this son of a gun because nothing.
I'm like, wait, show me all your hands. Like, let's go. I want to be the puppet master like Jason is sometimes. You know, like,
and like that happens, but there are more situations now, and it really started. I talked about this on the pod 2 or 3 weeks ago. Like we had a pregame conversation of agreeing not to draw. Then we ended up drawing and like stole Josh's win from him, and like. You know, I'm kind of a woo-woo star bitch in my spare time. So after that game, I was like, that's my karma.
Yeah.
But I just like, I don't want to be in those situations as often anymore.
Yeah.
And
agreed.
I know new players really don't want to be in those situations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I'll talk about like even on Sunday, like in our like winning in, we were like both like we discussed like sat at the table being like, no, we can't draw. Like at the end of the table with like 5 minutes left, like let's all reveal our hands, figure out who we should concede to, right? And we had stopped the CIS player, we had stopped Hazen from winning, and it was just a Tim Nadargo and myself. And I was like, hey, can you show me how you win through my interaction here? And like. They couldn't really explain it to me. Like they described a line that like kind of gets there, but like I was like, your mana's not working out here. Like I don't think you can beat a commandeer, a force of negation, and an endurance and something else. Like I don't see it happening, right?
Yep.
And they're like, well, I'd cast a Grand Abolisher, then I'd go Tutored or Tainted Pact for a sacrifice because that gets me enough mana. And I was like, your mana's not getting there because I still have a copy of Mayhem Devil that you also have to kill, right? And so we just like couldn't figure it out. And then we discussed other things that we will not talk about in the pod because it wouldn't have been allowed anyways. There might have been an equity deal offered, but but it wouldn't have worked. And so like the judge came over and was like, we need a game action. And I was like, there's no game actions that we can actually take right now because this person has passed the turn. We were trying to figure out who to concede to each other, right? Because if they can't get there on their turn, I definitely win. And if they can get there on their turn and I can't stop them, they definitely win. And they're like, if there's no game actions that can be taken, this game will end in a draw. And I was like, that feels so bad. Luckily, both of us made top cut. So it was all fine, right? But like it still felt bad that like we had discussed this already. But the problem is that like we couldn't actually just like figure out who would win the game.
Yeah, it's tough, right? Because like especially when you're competing at a really high level, nobody wants to lose. Like even in our heads, drawing we interpret differently, even though it's usually like we only didn't lose because we got help at not losing.
Yeah.
But we just don't want to lose, and I get that. Like I'm ruthless in that sense, but I just, dude, especially for winning in games, like I don't want I don't want first seat to ever win by default in Top Cut games.
Yeah, I
Sometimes it
agree.
happens, like the credits can go to time, but that's like not my preferred ending. I don't ever want to draw and win an end because it just like cooks everybody.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, like
but I just
okay,
don't want
our
the
top 13 game this weekend, like Jonah won because of time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I am a firm believer that he had a 0% chance of actually winning that game.
Yeah, like if it goes to like natural conclusion, you win that game.
Like I might not win anyways, but like
Yeah,
I know he doesn't.
sure.
Because
Yeah,
like at this point he had he had like 3 more pieces of interaction in his deck.
yeah,
And it's just like I know you're not getting there. Like I know it's
yeah,
not happening, right? And so yeah, it's like I agree with you. Like the seat one frustration thing is very much real.
yeah,
But if you look at it, like Zach's talked about this a lot, and it's like you need some way of ending this game, and
yeah.
rewarding people's play in Swiss is like a good thing to do, right?
I agree with that. Yeah, I do agree with that.
I hate how it feels
Yeah.
when that happens.
Yep. So yeah, I don't know. Hopefully this does, even if this doesn't help, hopefully this at least gives us more information for how we can improve it in the
Yeah,
future.
and at least it's like opening up the conversation, which I think is really good.
Yeah.
Right.
Agreed. And then the last tab we have today is where we're both heading in a couple weeks.
I'm so stoked for this tournament.
It's going to be so much fun.
It-
Like, I know there's what, 7 of us going, 8 of us going from Colorado?
That sounds right. Which like some of the
Yeah.
people that don't travel very often are also going, which I think is awesome.
Yeah.
Like Jordan and Josh are both coming, which it's so
sick.
cool. Yeah. So
I knew Josh was. I didn't know Jordan was coming.
I think Jordan's coming. Maybe I just misspoke. I think they're both coming. I'm pretty sure they are.
Oh.
But I just think it's really, really cool. I also won an entry into this because of the top deck
Oh, yeah.
redemption event, which I think is also awesome. But yeah, I'm stoked to just like play. Like it's like 4 blocks outside of the French Quarter, which is like, I know I'm going there to like play Magic, right? But
Yep.
but that like Sunday night post tournament, it's like, oh no, we gotta go. Like we have to go to Frenchman Street. Like I love New Orleans, right? It has some of the best food in the country. It has the best music in the country, and I will stand on that. Like,
oh, dude,
it's not close. Like you hear world class jazz in a dive bar there.
Yeah.
And so like I'm super stoked that this is in New Orleans. I'm super stoked to be in New Orleans. I am very, very, very happy to go and play Magic in that wonderful city. So
Yep. Yeah, I know that regardless of how Austin and I do, you will be able to find us not at the hotel on Sunday night. We will be out doing stuff.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I'm assuming that we're gonna bring a squad, right? Like,
Yeah.
hey,
100%.
we're going. I don't necessarily need to go to like Bourbon Street because like I
Yeah.
kind of don't like Bourbon Street for the most part.
Yep.
There is like my favorite bar in America is on Bourbon Street, but it's at like the very, very, very end. But I do love that place. And there's also like a really cool Sazerac bar in Bourbon Street on the other end of it.
Yeah.
But I would rather go to Frenchman because that place is just amazing. And there's like live music and art and good drinks. And I love that place. And that's where I plan on going as Frenchman, like immediately afterwards. I think our flight is also like not until at least late afternoon on Monday, and that is nice.
Yeah, that might be mandatory. So if you're, I think I fly out like kind of early on Monday, unfortunately, but
That's unfortunate.
yeah. I'm so excited for this though. This is like one of the only big ones I know I'm for sure going to.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to having another chance at, even if I can't make it to BNB this year, at least to put up enough points to be like, hey, I am here and I'm like on my way to that milestone.
Yeah, definitely. I think like my plan, like realistically, if I do well at the Boil and feel comfortable going into the Invitational, then I might be playing a certain deck at Tap for Hope for charity, which I don't want to do, but it's for charity, so I will do it. But if I need to do well at one of these tournaments to like feel good. But like I'm going to 4 major events in the next, in the last like back half of the year, right? So like it's this Fishbowl, Tap for Hope and Siege, and so like if I do well at one of them, then I think I'm okay.
Yeah, I think you'll be fine. I guess, yeah, Fishbowl and Siege are super likely for me. Unfortunately, God of Commander doesn't use top deck, so that doesn't count for
That
anything
sucks,
while
dude.
I'm over there.
But it's still so cool that you're playing in a God of Commander tournament, dude.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be crazy. And like, it's one of the feeder ones. It's not like the official like quarterly event or whatever.
Yeah.
But dude, it's gonna be insane. It's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah. I can't, like, I'm so jealous, dude. I'm kind of mad that, like, because I was like into cEDH, but not really into cEDH.
Yeah.
Like, I was still playing Glarb the last time I went to Japan. And like, I really wish I like hooked up with some of the Blight Club guys and been like, all right, where do I play? Like, let's do it. You know, it would have been so cool. And like, eventually, I will end up going back to that country and playing. Like, I want to like go to Europe and like play at like in Tino's locals. You know, like
that would be nuts.
It would be so cool and just be like, oh, I fucking hate these restarts just as much as you do.
Yeah. Alyssa's work is probably going to take her to France this year. So maybe there's like a very small chance I can get out there and play some games.
That's cool.
But yeah, it would be incredible and play with Tino and all them.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, also big shout out, like, dude, at the Boyle Eisenhertz is going to be there. So I'm like stoked to actually meet him. Right? Yeah. It's going to be so cool, dude.
Unfortunately, we're not. At one point, I know Jordan had asked us if we could do the team showdown. We don't have 4 of us going. And so like that didn't end up working out. But that'll be really cool. I guess maybe the Chad bot will be bodying people with Rogers in bracket 3 again.
The bracket 3. I think I could play my Helga stock in the bracket 3 challenge.
That's so funny, bro.
Yeah.
Is this Simmer a gold? I don't know what the deal is with that one.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Is there not like a link to it?
It takes you to, there is a link.
Okay.
$35 a player. Currently 1 person's registered, presumably.
Okay.
Or none.
If you go to the link, the website link, and get rid of events and type in bracket, you should be able to see who signed up. Oh yeah, that's a secret tech for anyone that wants to know how Top Deck works.
Yeah, okay, no one's registered yet.
Signed up. It might just be like a sign up at the event.
Yeah, the event, yeah.
But I know that the Boyle, I'm pretty sure the Boyle hit over 200 now. No, sorry, it hit over 100 now, which is good. Hold on. Where is it?
I think
it's at 110 right now, so that's awesome.
Yep. Yeah, and if it hits 256, it's a 20K, so we're like on our way to that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be like, it might be a little tight, but realistically, I just want it to get over 150 so it can be a diamond instead of... Actually, wait, is it a diamond over 100 now?
I don't remember. Let's see, Championship Series.
I think it is.
Yeah,
platinum.
Yeah, diamond's 250.
Yeah. But like it being a platinum event is like huge for me, actually huge.
Yep.
Because like if you get, if you do well in those, then it's huge, right? Like if you top 16 a platinum event platinum event, it's very good for you.
Yeah, makes a huge difference.
Yeah, it does.
Realistically, I am like trapped in bronze and silver hell still, where I don't have like any of our locals points because I keep getting to top 4 and dying.
Yeah, this sounds very conceited. When everyone's in Albuquerque, I just like expect to win that bronze.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It's always funny in our group chat when like all of us are gone and Eric sends the message that he won and we're like, yeah, bro, we know.
Yeah, it was like, of course you did. Like,
yep.
Yeah. But Jordan Callister also does really good. He's a very underrated player out here.
Yep.
It just like people like thought of him as like the Malcolm player for so long, and like now that he's playing like farm, it's like, oh no, he like actually does pretty well in most of these tournaments.
Yeah, it's like kind of terrifying actually.
Did he top 16 the Dawn?
Oh, Dawn? I think he got 8th.
Oh yeah, so like he, like I said, very underrated player out here.
Yep.
I think it's cool.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. I'm just like always excited to be part of the format, part of the team, seeing where things are headed. I think we're in like a great place.
Oh yeah. Dude, we're gonna need a time extension on all these rounds, though.
The storyteller figures are gonna be out of control.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh, also shout out to Otaku Artist, which they're in our Discord.
Oh yeah, they're so sick.
They do like hand-drawn tokens for people, and like they just like posted them in the art channel, and I was like, wait, is this still open? Like, are they still available? And so I have them making like Treebeard trigger tokens that have like the crit logo on them. And they just like got sent out to me, and they're so sick. Like I'm stoked on them. And like he like kept trying to be like, oh hey, like can I put like some Lord of the Rings like references? And then I'm like, you don't even need to. Like it's fine.
Yeah.
Treebeard's for something else. It's okay.
Here.
But yeah.
I'll just
Yeah, dude, these things are so cool. And they're like hand drawn. Like this is awesome, dude.
Yep.
And so like sick. He snuck in a one ring in the bottom right hand corner, and he stuck in the hobbits on the left hand corner one.
Yep.
But
dude.
I love these tokens. I think like even if I don't use Heartwood Storytellers, like I will just use these as trigger tokens no matter what.
Oh, totally.
Because they're like on really cool hard like hardstock or cardstock. Yeah.
Oh, sick. Yeah.
But yeah, I just think it's awesome. Like I think it's so cool that he just like hand drew these for them, and they're like super cheap. Like. Support your artist, right? Like I was like, yeah. And he's like, he like kept sending me things being like, is this cool? And I was like, dude, I'm trusting you. Like,
yeah, 100%.
Send it to whatever you want to do. Send it to me. They look awesome. Like
I was trying to find a picture of I'm not gonna be able to pull it up. I don't think Sad Robot sent me a render of what he's doing for my Charismatic Conqueror.
Oh, that's so sick.
Yeah, I'm doing a Skuna like on the throne.
Oh yeah,
gas. Yeah, I think it seems super sick. Gas. So I'm really excited for that, and a couple other altars coming down the pipeline for the year.
Dude, in like 2 weeks, I get to send the altars that I'm hoping to get my breach done and my brain freeze. They're like, hit me up at the end of March, and then we'll get you in a queue. And I was like, fuck yeah, sounds great.
Yeah, the person who did my PFB. I'm in their wait list probably for the end of the year, which fucking sucks, but at least it will happen eventually.
Yeah. The altars, first of all, I'm super, super happy that like altarists are able to make a living. Like maybe not like the best living, but like they are making money off of this, and I think that's awesome because like it's absolutely necessary for our format or for our hobby. Like I think it's so cool.
My like dream altar right now is from Jay Altars, who has a also astronomical wait list, but she does like photorealism paintings on all the cards.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They're bananas. I don't know. We're just over 2 hours. We're fine.
Yeah. Well, we like to ramble at the end of the episodes and then
going nowhere. But dude, they're like absolutely fucking insane. Like this Kratos is nuts.
Oh yeah, these things are nuts. I have seen these.
Yeah, she's insane. I know her wait list is like really, really long, but I want one of these very bad.
Dude, I'm just like my Instagram is like the algorithm is
it's just altars.
It just altars. Yeah. Like it's altars, Chelsea, and like that's it. And Chelsea just got crushed by PSG, so I was just like,
yeah, I don't even want to see this anymore.
Yeah, I'll look at all the altars instead.
There is one account, I don't remember his name. He's married to an altarist, and he does a weekly roundup of like the best altars for the week from Instagram.
Yeah. I forget what his name is too, but
they're really cool. Like it's a good place to look for. And most of those artists are booked out for the rest of the year already. But like, if you want to start getting on people's books, Instagram is the place to find them.
Absolutely, yeah. Or altarist.co. Use that. That thing's awesome.
Anything else for the good of the order before we call it a day?
I don't think so. I definitely plan on playing at least on Friday, maybe Saturday. I'm unsure of which one of those I'm going to go to. But I'm going to be playing Rogdras, which is insane.
Is a crazy sentence.
Yeah.
I think it's both for me this week, actually.
Oh, nice.
It's like a very rare occurrence. So hopefully I get to play.
I sat down on Sunday, like against one of my opponents, and I was like playing. I was like, all right, I'm playing this deck. And they're like, huh. Something's wrong here.
I don't understand. Did you lose a bet? What is happening?
Yeah. They're just like, and then like I neoformed my Thrasios in that game, and they're like, this is not a normal Rogdras deck. I don't know what's happening right now.
Yep. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Dude, it was so funny. We're in I'm in one of the back rooms of the cEDH people, and I was like talking about like this is why I'm playing this deck is like neoforming Thrasios into value engines. And they're like, oh wait, he's definitely getting a docent. He's putting a docent into play. And Austin's just like, no, I want to watch the world burn. It's a Heartwood Storyteller, and I have 2 clones in my hand.
No, bro.
It's just like, yeah, maybe. I don't think so most of the time, but I do enjoy having 2 of them in play.
I don't like that for anyone, actually.
I like it for me.
I understand.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to play this weekend. We'll see if like the deck performs as well as it did this like past week. And if I'm feeling good on it, that's definitely what I'll play at the Boil. If not, then Chowder's still right there. I still really like that deck. Actually, oddly enough, I do think Chowder has like a somewhat decent matchup into Rogishai.
Yeah, you just shoot her to fairy. You don't care.
If you can like make that game happen, and then like the problem is that if I like land a tithe, which like the deck really wants to do, then like Rogishai just like might win before I get there, right? Or like maybe just like Emrakul's me and I die.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I think that Chowder might have a decent matchup into it. Maybe it might.
I think it does. I was talking to one of the locals. Shout out to Flappy Tripod, I think is his name on Discord, but his name's also Jordan in real life. He and I were talking about it a little bit, and he was like, yeah, I don't ever see a turn 4 down here. Like, it's still turbo pilled even now.
Wait, in Louisiana? Oh, because like the 504 guys are from there, right?
Yeah, and Joe isn't playing Rock Dress anymore. Joe is playing Rock Shy.
Oh, he's playing Rock Shy? He's not playing Vile Thras either?
I don't think so. At least not from what Jordan said, but I don't know what he's playing at Boil.
Rock Thras at the midseason, and I know he was pretty disappointed in himself.
Yeah.
I didn't really get to talk to him a lot, or talk to him at all, actually. But I know that he was like, though this deck like doesn't feel good in this meta right now.
Yeah, I don't think Rock Dress feels very good. I'm like not positive I'm staying on TNT in a Firestorm world because it feels pretty bad, but we'll see.
That's reasonable. Yeah, Firestorm's a fucked up Magic card.
The fucked up card, dude. I might play like full Cope Farm and just like play Matt's exact list.
Yeah, because Matt's on Firestorm now too, right?
Yeah, he's basically on Rock Shy, but Timna.
Yeah, I think did he take out Downpour for it, or is he on both?
I don't think he was ever on Downpour actually.
Oh, interesting. That card screams
because he's not
that he wants to use that.
I think that's Trick Bind for him. I think.
Oh, sure. I will say, dude, in my top 13 game, we saw a Tidebinder.
Yeah.
And an actual stifle effect, which I was like, oh, that's wild.
I honestly think that someone in the comments is going to say this is a terrible take. I think Trick Bind is underplayed. I think that card is bad, but I think it answers so much stuff.
Yeah, I think like if we do see the rise of like Emrakul, like maybe, but like I don't know. I think that like swap or redirect lightning a lot of the time does just like do what you want it to do, but is also good in a stack war. I don't know, but like the thing is like Trick Bind is split second, right? Like that is real. And like Matt does fully believe in the card, right? And like Matt's a decent, like he's a good player, right? Like he's a player that people should be looking to their opinions because he's performing well. But I don't know. I'm still not like a firm believer of Trick Bind. Like I still don't think it's worth it.
If it were 1 mana all day long and twice on Sunday, the fact that it's 2 is like,
dude, realistically, and like we've seen it happen. Like we've seen these like they are experimenting with stifle effects. I think we're gonna get like a Louis Joie sacrifice that is legitimately like 1 mana that is a stifle.
Yeah, I agree.
Like
I agree.
Like that it might be like the redirect lightning text where like you lose 5 life, and it's like a stifle plus like a maybe not a non-creature counterspell, but like an instant counterspell, right? Like if we get that card that's like one even if it's red, dude, could you imagine if it's red?
Oh my god, dude, if it's red, like
I think that card's safe. It's like a stifle plus an instant counterspell, 1 mana. Lose like 5 life or whatever.
I think that's
like I think it'd be playable, right? Like I don't like maybe it's like it goes in the slot of Dispel, right?
Sure. Yeah, I think it's fine.
Yeah, so I think that like that card's kind of inevitable in my opinion, realistically.
I think, and honestly, dude, we might even see it in Strixhaven, like,
Yeah,
or
maybe.
something like that.
Yeah, the problem right now is that all the sets are going straight into standard, right? And so like
Sure.
they're not
Yep.
going to like power creep certain things for sure.
Mhm.
But I mean, redirect lightning was in standard and is in standard, and like this is like I've talked about this in the podcast a little bit before, but like if you put that like that text of lose 5 life, you can print whatever the fuck you want because it's
Yeah.
not getting played in standard, right?
Yep.
Like you could
Agreed.
put time walk, no, not time walk, but like you could put some heinous shit on a card.
Yep.
And if
And
you put
5 life,
lose 5
yep.
life, they're like, I can't play it. I can't. It's just,
Yeah,
I'll
it's
die.
unplayable. Yeah.
But like, yeah, I don't know. I think that like if they just like keep doing stuff like that and like print it straight into our format, I think that like that's exactly this type of things that I want designed
Yeah.
from Wizards.
I agree. And I think, we're getting a growing body of evidence that they are at least paying attention to our format.
Yeah, agreed.
They are aware that it is happening at the level and scale that it is.
Yeah. I don't know. Anything else? I'm happy. I'm really happy with our format. I'm just happy there's a control deck in our format right now. It's like
dude.
wild.
Like a real one.
Like
yeah, it's fine.
a real one people need to be scared of.
Yeah.
In certain players'
that
hands.
was wrong time. And now we're just seeing like the next version of it. It's great.
Yeah. Well, and in reality, like I don't think we saw the final version of Wrong Side. I think we were about to see that deck very soon from Logan.
Yes.
Like,
yeah, I think
he's gonna be like, no, you guys color shifted this. No, fuck off. Like, this is still the best version of it.
how it's supposed to be. Yeah, I think so. And like, if you go, I don't know if you guys talked about all the blog posts last week from Adenoz, but like we have really good write-ups about them from like the mid-season and everything else.
We talked about Jason's, Logan's, and Jace's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you did. That's right.
Yeah.
But like, that was something Logan even said. Like, I think I played the wrong deck, and like this is just my play style, and variations of the deck that I helped popularize are ready to keep evolving, and I think that's what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah, I agree. I really do think that like we're gonna see Wrong Side very, very soon from Logan, and he's just gonna be like, yeah, this is comfort food, right?
Yeah.
Like the thing is that he like saw the benefits of white after playing farm, and like I think that he's just like, oh, I really want these like benefits from this deck, but in reality, like it's not necessary. Like the it's really not.
No,
the thing is
so.
like black really doesn't give you anything in that deck other than like the way to turn the corner and or consistency. But like I don't know.
Yeah, but I think like in its own way, Tithe and Esper also do that, like just differently.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and realistically, like maybe Logan just plays Rogeshai, right? Like that deck, it does just call to hit. Like it is a Logan deck through and through. But I don't know. Like maybe he's gonna be stubborn enough to be like, no, Wrong Side is the correct way.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
Yeah, same. I also don't know, but I do think that these decks are just like what he should be playing right now.
Yeah,
or a version of Cope Farm, which is like very much a thing.
And I think honestly better in this meta than it used to be. Those are the games it wants to be playing. It's not as good at it as Rogeshai is, but
the problem with like Cope Farm is that it doesn't have a good matchup against like actual turbo decks, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Like because you don't get your Fierce or your SWAT or your like this is like why I was interested in Bjorna Warnog is because like it turns on 4 pieces of free interaction with Bjorna or with Warnog. One of them, the one that's actually like useless.
Yeah, except for the fact that it's blue and red.
Yeah, well, it kills OBM sometimes.
It kills OBM and Magda.
Yeah, true. But yeah, I think that'll happen for sure. And then like, yeah, our format, or specifically our locals, dude, they're going to time every goddamn game.
Every game.
Yeah.
Every game.
Yeah. But yeah, right. I don't have anything else this week other than that.
No, thanks as always for everyone who tuned in. And yeah, we'll see you wherever we see you. We're going to be all around the country for the next couple of months, which is
true.
A fucking insane thing to be able to say and do.
Yeah, it really is.
But
didn't think it was going to happen. Like, I didn't think it would be possible to just be like, yeah, I'm just going to travel to events all the time.
And now we get to do it. It's a really special thing.
It is.
And we genuinely, like, I know that people on the internet say this all the time. It's literally not possible without all the people who like watch and hang out and play in the league and do all the things that you do. Like it's it is impossible without you. So we are super, super grateful.
Also, come say hi to us if you see us at an event.
Please. Yep, that would be awesome. I don't even know like what card I would offer to sign anymore. Like Rayhan, I guess, if you're subjecting yourself to that.
Mine's Heartwood Storyteller now.
Yeah, I know.
I'm the tree guy, dude.
That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, dude. I don't know. But I think that's all I got.
Yeah. Sounds good. Well, till next week.
Sick.
We'll see you guys later.
Till next